Good morning. Today we're going to do 2011 Audi Q7 3.0 thermostat and a water pump. The reason why, because this vehicle is overheating, so the thermostat is under the supercharge and I have to remove the supercharge to get to this thermostat. So we're going to need to drain the fluid and get some special tools and to get this work started. I'm just trying to see how to take out the supercharge. Alright, so basically I'm trying to look to remove some sensors and some plugs right here. Take out the supercharge out of the way. These some plastic clips. Just press it and it's gonna come out. Alright, let me get some more tools. I'll show you guys how to get this done. To get this supercharge out of the way, by doing this I have to remove this plastic line. So by doing that you gotta squeeze both corners to just release the clip from the line, or you could take a fine screwdriver and just pry it out. Right, you see? Very easy. Just take a fine screwdriver and pry it out. See, I just get out the sensor there to just get out the way. So I have to remove this. This is a supercharge and the thermostat is under here. Pop. Okay, back to my work. Most of these bolt is torque and the torque is T30. So I'm just getting out this bracket out of the way. Alright, so you see I have my T30 and I'm getting out this bracket out of the way. I guess it have one more bolt somewhere. They have an XT30 at the back, so I'm just gonna okay, they have an XT30 at the back here, so I'm just gonna feel it and just get it out. Turning out the T30 bolt to just remove this bracket right here, and then you're gonna see how easy I'm gonna remove this bracket. And this is the bracket right here. I think it have one more, so I have to look for it. Yes, I have one more behind the engine right here. One more here. right here, so I'm gonna get it out. So this bracket have 3 T30 bolts, as you see here, to hold on this bracket, and we just lift up this bracket to take out this bracket here. I gotta lose some sensors to make it more easy for me. That's it. So I take out my bracket, so I have space now to remove my supercharge. Alright, the next step is to take out the air duct. And you take out here the flathead screwdriver and you release this clamp, and that's it. You just pull out and pull out, and you see that's your air duct come out right there. Now this is the supercharge. I keep mentioning supercharge. This is the guy we're trying to get out. And you have 1 bolt, 2 bolt, 3 bolt, 4, 5, 6. And you're supposed to lift it out. Alright, so right now I'm gonna go release my belt, because the supercharge run on a belt. I got to release the tension on the belt, and I'm gonna show you where is the tension of the belt. I have to get the tools to remove the belt. You guys, we got the supercharger on off a belt, and this is the tensioner right here. Let me get some light to show you. This is the tensioner right here. Before you take off any belt, my tricks of it is draw my own diagram. So I'm gonna get a pen, a paper. See, I have my pen and paper. I'm gonna draw the crankshaft pulley. This is my trick, and this is the idle pulley, and this is the supercharged pulley, and this is the tensioner pulley, and this is my belt now. Why I do this? You could remember how to put it back. That is my tricks. All right. The tensioner is a 16 millimeter bolt. You put it on a ratchet and you try to loosen it by pulling it clockwise to release the belt from the supercharge. You see, this is supercharged right here. I take off the belt. Alright, so now I could take out. You remember I showed you these bolts, so right now I'm going to lift it off. I'm going to take out those bolts. I think this bolt is 13 right, 13 I'm right. Alright, 13 so I'm going to get my impact gun, but you could use a ratchet or whatever you want to use. This This engine have 2 belts, that's why I mark SC for supercharge. There's the short for supercharge. So I'm gonna go get my impact on. And I want to tell you guys, this is a common problem on the Q7, the thermostat. Alright? See? Take off my 6 13mm nuts. I'm going to put it in my container here so it wouldn't get lost. And see, the supercharger is already moving. So I have to see what more holding it on. Alright, so I'm going to climb up to get some height. And I'm going to take my light now to see what holding back the supercharge. I see a plug here on the throttle body. I can't remember how to put back. This is just some heat shield, not to, to just protect the intake boot. I'm just gonna put that back right there. Alright, this is some heat shield here too from the oil filter, just to make some room to see what you're doing. Basically, that's the whole idea of it. So right now, get out this bracket out of the way. Alright, get out the bracket out of the way. I have one more bolt under here. Not bolt, the plug for the throttle body. So I have to unplug that. Alright. And then we should get this supercharger out of the way. You just got to be careful because you don't want to break nothing to hold up your job. So let's make some room and just to release this plug. Alright. Always get my fine screwdriver. And to release this plug, you have to just snip it in there and just pry up. Right, just pry up, pull the plug backward to you so the plug is out. That's it. And this is the plug that connects to the throttle body. Alright? Try to lift off this supercharger right now. See if something holding it. Alright, let me just see what's going on. I see a little shield here. I just want to get it out. And this 2 torque hole on the shield is T25 right here and right here. I'm just going to take it out to see what's behind that. Torque 25. Easy as that. how easy it is? Alright, not much. Right, it's under the shield it have a vacuum line, so you gotta be careful not to break it. Alright, so I'm gonna see the next step now. What's holding on this supercharge? Take my time, see what's going on with this supercharger at the back. The supercharger is heavy, so I have to lift it up a little high. So I have to make some room here. Alright. No tricks about it. So just gotta get out some stuff out of the way and just lift it up high. That's basically about it. There's no tricks about this supercharge. As you see, I already get it up high. It's heavy. See? It's just heavy. It's very easy. Very easy. Let me just run back the supercharge how to get it out. Very easy. 1, 2, 3, 13. 1, 2, 3, 13. They have a bracket with all the vacuum holes. Take out the bracket, 3 bolt holes in it, 1 and 2 at the back, and the belt, and the 2 holes, and your air duct. Very easy how to get out the supercharge. Alright, so supercharge is out to the way. Our main idea now is to get to this thermostat, and the thermostat is right here. Alright, so I'm gonna get the supercharge out to the way, and then we can go to our thermostat. There's where my problem is. This is my thermostat right here under the supercharge. So I'm going to show you guys how to get that out. I get the supercharge out to my way. Our next very important tricks in this business, in this job, you can use a paper to cover these intake holes, because if anything fall inside and you start the engine, that's it for this engine. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to secure these holes by blackening it up. Alright, so there's my next step. Okay, as I told you guys, these holes, this is the intake hole. You have 6 because there's a 6 cylinder. Anything fall in these holes, go into the engine, that's it. You're gonna mess it up. This engine is big box, so normally what I do in my old trick, I just put a piece of, you could put cloth, you could put wherever you want to put. I put a piece of paper to just block off this hole. And I don't want it to go into the engine, so I just put this here to black it up. And later I'm going to show you guys I have to replace these gaskets. Alright, but my main thing, this is my thermostat, this is my main guy right here, so I'm going to get to that and show you how to take out that. Alright, we got to take out the next belt. Alright, so I have to take out this vacuum hose because the thermostat is here, so I have to make some room for the thermostat. This vacuum hose, just have a clip, just pry it up and this hose can raise up a little bit. Do not pry, do not pull too hard because it's plastic and we don't want to get in trouble for that. And this is my thermostat right here. I'm just going to make some more room to remove some vacuum hoses. Alright, see how easy I'm doing it? These little clips just holding down these vacuum hoses. So I'm just raising it up because Audi, if one vacuum hose break, the engine wouldn't run right. Alright, my next step is to remove the water pump pulley. Alright, before I take out the belt, I'm gonna take out these 3 bolts. Let me get a light to show you. 1, 2, 3. Before I remove the belt, because the belt is holding the pulley. They have a special tools to hold this pulley. Right, 1, 2, 3. But I don't have the tools, so I'm gonna do it the old-fashioned way. So I'm coming back. Let me go get some tools. Okay. Okay, I told you guys this is special torque. This is 12-point torque. Okay, you can see it. It doesn't matter what brand. This is a Snap-on brand, but it doesn't matter what brand it is once you get the work done. So what I'm gonna do, put it on here. This is a small size, so I need a more bigger size. And the size I think is number 10. Right, number 10. Alright, so that's my next step. Take out the pulley. Before I take out the pulley, remember I show you the old trick. Just get the belt diagram. So I'm going to get my pen and paper and get my diagram going. So I told you this engine has 2 belts. One running the supercharge and one in the alternator. So crankshaft, my AC, I have my power steering, I have my water pump, I have my alternator here, I have an idle pulley here. I have a tension over here. So I have a pulley over here right now. So we start with the crankshaft, go above the AC, go above the power steering, go on top of the water pump, under the alternator, above the idle pulley, then to the tensioner, then come back to this crankshaft. You see how very easy it is? You got to remember this though. That's why I go to draw it, so you can remember it when you're installing back this. So the next step is to loose these bolts, because I don't have special pulley to do it. The special tools to do it, I mean. Right, see? Slack all three of them. Very easy. Next step now is to go to the tensioner. And the tension is a 16 mm. It's right here. Right here. So I'm gonna get a 16 wrench, because this ratchet is not, can't get a space here. I'm gonna get a 16 mm wrench. Doesn't matter what kind of wrench you have. And you're gonna go anti-clockwise for this one. No, clockwise. Oh, I need a little extension. Coming back, let me get some more tools. Put it in here. Alright. Just go clockwise with it. Let me get a regular wrench. This is ratchet wrench. Let me get a regular wrench. I'm coming back. Let me get some more tools. So I have my 16 mm regular wrench. Alright, so I'm going to put it down in my tensioner here. And I have a next regular wrench. Any size is going to work. I just need some leverage. Let's pull it back like this. Just slip off the belt. See how easy it is? Very, very easy. Very easy, see? Now, we're changing the water pump, so I'm going to take out my screws. That's why I slack it before I take out the belt. It's next tricks. So, 3 screw holding the pulley to the water pump. And the special screws, 12 torque, and the size is 10 mm. Put it in my tray. Now I'm going to pull out this pulley forward to me. Alright, this is the pulley, water pump pulley. Alright, I'm going to take out my water pump now. My water pump have torques. I'm going to show you what size torque is it. T30 torques. Alright, very simple. I'm changing the water pump, so I will take out these torques here. See? Put a light so you guys can see. Alright. I'm going to slack all of them first before I take it out. Slack all of them. Remove our water pump by taking out these screws. some water pump have different length of screws. I'm going to show you a next trick about it too. So I take out one screw. I'm going to bring the new water pump and show you the next trick. Alright, this is the next trick of the water pump. So I take out this screw and have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screw before this water pump can come out. This is the next trick. Very easy. So I have 7 screws to take out. So I already take out one. Okay, as I mentioned earlier, this water pump have 7 screws. This is one of the old trick. So you get a new one and you put back all the screws where you take it out from. So some cars have long and short to remember. So what I did, I take out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 screws. This is my new water pump. Why are we doing this water pump? The car is overheating. That's the problem of it. It's a 2011 Audi Q7 and it's overheating. The main purpose of the overheating problem right now is the thermostat. I'm changing the water pump because I'm right here, so I want to do the water pump as well. Alright, so I show you, I'm taking out the water pump right now. This is a water pump. This is the old water pump. Alright. So my next step now is to change the thermostat. I'm going to show you guys how to take out the thermostat. Alright. Next step is the thermostat. The thermostat have a pipe attached to the thermostat. To remove this pipe, you have 1, 2 screw here, 1, 2 screw under here. Alright, so that is my next step for take out the thermostat. I have to take out 4 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so I'm showing you guys step by step and I'm going to show you what size to take it out, okay? And it's a T-30. T-30 torque. T-30 torque. Alright? Alright, so I'm going to put the thermostat first to see if I could get it out by not removing this pipe. Remember I showed you these screws under here, but I'm trying something here. So it's the same T-30 if we take out the thermostat right here. So I'm going to take out 1 screw. I gotta get a long 30. This guy is right, somebody changed this thermostat before. Don't put on my glasses, huh? Remember, show you guys the old trick. Put your bolts back where you take them out from, because some cars have long and short bolt. This thermostat has 7 bolts holding it down. Alright, this is a new thermostat. So I'm going to take out 1 bolt at a time and put it back. I just want to show you guys all my little tricks. Alright. See? Put back my bolts right there. Make it nice for you guys. Easy. Alright, so you see, take out my next bolt. Put it back right there. Alright, showing you guys step by step and very easy. All my bolts for the new thermostat, but still the thermostat cannot come out. I gotta lose this line. Or I try not to do, but I have to do it. Okay, so there's my next step. 1 2 3 4. All right, so there's my next step right now. Okay, back to my YouTube fan. Alright, so I take out the 2 screws, so now I have to separate the pipe from the thermostat. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to do right now. I take in a screwdriver and just pry it away a little bit. See how I'm doing it? Pipe from the oh, it's come out very easy. See, so now you see I'm taking out my old thermostat, and this is my old thermostat. All right, okay, before I install it, I have to make sure it's clean. Okay, so my next step is to get a rag and just clean up here and change my gasket. Alright, that's my next step. Get a rag and just wipe out all the obstacles in the way. Alright. Now I'm gonna get a little. I'm just cleaning the housing of the thermostat, and I'm cleaning the housing of the water pump right now, because I'm going to install a new one. Alright, so I'll just clean out the this is make sure your gasket is nice and neat. I'm going to install my new thermostat now. Before I install my new thermostat, I have to change this O-ring right here, this seal. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how to do that. See? So be easy to get in. Put in your new O-ring. Alright. I'll put in my new thermostat now. Make sure nothing inside. Make sure it's clean and nice. Alright, so I'm gonna put my thermostat now. Alright, I put my new thermostat in. Remember, I showed you guys the trick of the bolt. So I'm gonna put back my bolt now in order how I take them out. Alright, so I'm gonna start with the middle one. Put it down here. I'm just putting a little grease on it so it can turn in easily. You don't have to do that if you don't want to do it. See? So this is my old thermostat. Just put it here. Now I'm gonna torque down my new thermostat. Alright, there's my next step. Exactly. Alright, when to do the tighten the thermostat, you do the opposite side. Right here or right here. Make sure before you tighten the thermostat down, run up all your bolts down. Make sure all that catch equally, nicely. Alright. See? Tighten them all with my hands. I'm not using a ratchet to do this now. lines here, one gasket over here, one gasket over here, one in the middle. All right, 1, 2, 3 gasket. So now I'm gonna catch back my bolts. Show you the thermostat. Now I'm gonna show you the water pump. How to do the water pump. It's very easy. Make sure your surface is clean. Okay. See how I'm installing the water pump. And I show you guys the old tricks with the bolts, okay? You clean up, man. Up. Right now I'm tightening the water pump. I installed my new water pump and I'm tightening the water pump here. So that's basic, that's simple. Tightening on my water pump bolt. Right now, this is my new water pump and have 730 torque. 7 volt 30 size 30 torque, okay? So my water pump is already installed. My next step is to change this gasket on the intake now and put back our supercharge. Alright? And basically that's it of this job. So I'm going to show you guys how to put it back. Alright, I told you guys I have to replace this gasket, and this is the next intake piece I have to replace too. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how to get it done. This piece here, just pull it up. I bought it from the dealer new. Alright, so I'm going to replace 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pieces for the intake. This is the intake gasket, and then you bring back the supercharge to install it. This is the intake gasket I'm removing here. I'm going to show you guys how to install the new ones. How to remove it. You get a fine pick or a scribe or whatever you want to call it, and you just pry it out. Alright, see, I have 6 gaskets and my scribe. Clean the intake passage. Alright. I'm going to show you guys how to clean the intake passage, because we're going to install new gasket. This one just get all the dirt out of it, so the new gasket could sit properly. Alright. Alright. This is a new intake gasket. So I'm going to show you guys how to install it. Just put it in the groove. And you press it down. Make sure it's set in the groove and press it down. Let me give you some light. This is very important. If you have to make it seat properly, or else the engine gonna suck air and then the engine wouldn't run right. There's a little trick of it too. Alright. I still got my paper in the hole, and this is my new gasket. This is how I put it. Nice, clean and neat. Nice, looking nice right there. Neat, clean. Alright, so I have 6 pieces to put in. There's just one. And the 5 you do the same thing. This one, and it's very simple. All you do, just put it in the groove. Oh my god. Yeah, you just put it in the groove and you press it down. Make sure it lock in, because you got to install it right, or else the intake would leak and the engine gonna misfire and give you engine code. Alright, so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 intake gasket and this intake tube. Alright, so I install my water pump, I install my new thermostat, install new water pump, install all my gasket, and I'm gonna bring my supercharger now and install it. I don't want to put the supercharger without putting the water pump pulley, so I'm gonna show you guys how to put back the water pump pulley very nicely. All right, so I'm gonna go put a little grease in the middle. Okay. Alright, I have my screws. I'm going to show you, this is the special tools you got to get to use to do this. This is a 12-point torque. This is my 12-point torque. I'm going to show you how I'm going to tighten it when the belt is on the pulley. Okay, I just catch it up right here, as you see. I just catch it up. I'm going to put back my belt now. And to put back my belt, I'll show you guys my trick. My trick is, look back at the pattern. You see, I'm going to show you guys. Look back at the pattern of the belt, and then set it back and put back your tensioner and install your belt. Very simple. Get back the belt now. on my belt. Now I'm going to tighten my water pump pulley. Let me show you guys. I have my torque, you see. I have to get a special tool, but if you have the special tools, it's good for you. But I don't have all the special tools. See? All tight. Everything is tacky. Yeah. Oh, we gotta take a paper, Bob. Bob, you remember that? Okay, I'm installing the supercharged back. Just gotta go here. This one here, I'll go like this, right? That's that? Clumsy ranch. Alright, you guys see I installed back my supercharge. I put it down nicely inside. I'm gonna go torque it down with my 613 bolt. Oh, I'm getting there with this job, as you see. So I'm torquing down my supercharge. That's it. I'll put back my cooling lines.
Oh my god! Fast! Every single time. How long is it? 60? 600?
Okay, put back my two hoses. Clip in my sensors. I remember I have to put back this. putting back the brackets here what I take out earlier. These things is basic, so there's nothing. I'm gonna put back all my my vacuum hoses. Remember I show you how before to take out the supercharger, you gotta take out these vacuum hoses. So that's what we're running back to. Back my supercharger belt, and I gotta get my diagram. That's my little tricks that I show you guys. Alright, so I run my belt back. Show you guys, I'm about to start up in a minute, but before I start up I gotta show you guys how to bleed the system. Alright, so I'm gonna get there and show you guys the final way how to bleed the cooling system. Alright, you see how I put my supercharger belt back on? That's the last thing I'm doing right now. Make sure I always double check. Make sure everything plugged in nicely. Alright, now I'm going to put the coolant and I'll show you guys how to bleed the system. Alright, it's very important that you open this bleeding screw here. Alright, this is the bleeding system. This is the coolant reservoir. This is the coolant reservoir. Open it. You got to fill it up because we replace the water pump and replace the thermostat.
There's a new one, boy. This is a job, good to move. This is the line, the street. That would be policeman.
I'm filling up the coolant reservoir. Alright. And I have my bleeding screw right here. So I have to open the screw while I'm filling up the reservoir because what I'm doing, taking out the air out of the system.